Hey guys, how are you, my friends out there? We are live right here on the Dan Romano Show. I am here with the most beautiful girl in the comedy world, the independent movie world. She has been raiding everything by storm, and I hope I say her name right. Jen Feldy, everybody.
Oh my God, he got it.
Oh my God, I got it right.
And I'm Biden's #1 fan.
You're who?
Joe Biden's #1 fan.
Let me see that number.
#1.
You're crazy.
I'm not #1 fan.
You're a #1 fan of
Who
Joe?
else is a fan of Biden? Write in now. Don't message me privately.
Oh my God, I don't know. I think we're gonna go to commercial after that. No, I'm joking. We're gonna have such a great
The guy's
day.
relaxing.
How did you are one of the beautiful girls that opened up the Dan Romano comedy contest, and
Right.
you would have advanced
Right.
if you couldn't make the final, and then we wind up giving it to Art Schill advanced.
Okay.
Art Schill
Well, we're
took
like
your
the
place.
same. We're similar. I mean,
So,
like interchangeable links.
yes.
Yeah.
But I think what's going to happen is in the near future, you have to enter another one because your comedy has been getting very, very sharp lately, and I love it.
I don't need to win a contest.
Well, I like that.
I don't want to win a contest.
You don't want to win
If
one?
I win a contest, I want it to be like another state with people who don't know me, right? Because we're friendly, so people
love
can say
it.
it's rigged, right?
Yeah, a lot of people think.
Let me be a loser. Let other people win. It's all good.
Well,
all good.
this contest was something that I was very, very overjoyed with. We had two beautiful women who took it over by storm.
Art Schill?
One is Jane Jones, who was my champion, who came out of nowhere. This girl was like on fire and overwhelmed the judges, overwhelmed the pay-per-view. The pay-per-view was ecstatic, and we're not going to answer that right now. And then we had the runner-up who won the popular vote. And that's another girl who all of a sudden we looked at the votes. We were like, holy cow. They were just piling up. Like we looked at the numbers. We were dumbfounded.
Dumbfounded.
Dumbfounded. Like
Speechless? Were you speechless?
No, dumbfounded. It's another word for
You can't be
dumbfounded.
speechless.
No, I'm never speechless.
Yeah, you're never speechless.
Only with beautiful women do I get
Never.
speechless, and very rare they around.
We're gonna find a way to. What can make Dan speechless?
Oh no, nothing.
There's one thing that makes me speechless. No,
What
there's
is
two
that?
things that makes me speechless.
A naked guy about 400 pounds?
No.
That would
Well,
make me
death,
speechless.
Death makes me speechless. And
Oh.
there's one other thing. If you could figure it
Taxes?
out, write in now, and I'll tell you by the end of the show, maybe.
A little person naked in front of you?
Nope.
That's always my guess.
Nope.
But right now, we are going to talk about one of my great bionic sponsors, the Dino Luzzi energy drink. Dino, we love you. And he is not here today, but the show must go on. And the Dino Luzzi energy drink is, in my opinion, the best energy drink on the market today. Compare it to your favorite energy drink on the market, and then take a can of Dino Luzzi. What you're going to get in the Dino Luzzi is, number one, made in Italy. If you're Italian, you got to love it. Number two, most vitamins in any drink out there in the energy drink world, which to me is a big thing. Number three, less sugar than all the other energy drinks out there. What more can we give you? And the taste, you have to crack open a can for yourself to find out the quality and the quantity and the texture. Yes.
You think Kyle Rittenhouse was drinking that?
Say again?
You think Kyle Rittenhouse drinks Dino Luzzi?
I think it might be.
You think so?
It might be.
We'll see.
I am so dumbfounded by this beautiful girl. I am so happy to have her back. And she is not alone. She came with a very good friend of mine who is in the house with her. And one of my I got two great judges that's going to be on the show. One is Jason Scoop and one is Keith Fitz. And we're going to get into their mind in a little bit about what made them pick who they picked and what made these two beautiful women on this show shine. It's going to be an amazing show. Dino Luzzi energy drink. We're going to go right now to a commercial, and we will be right back with the one and only Jane Jones right here on the Dan Romano Show. The winner of the Dan Romano Show comedy contest. And we'll be right back.
If you're like me, you've tried a dozen of these bitter drinks that stay in your system for 1 hour, even though they promise you much more. Dino's energy drink, the light, crisp taste, so smooth and refreshing, loaded with vitamins and nutrients. Dino Energy Drink, imported from Italy, tastes fantastic and will give you the energy you need to get through your day. Dino's Energy Drink. Let Italy show you what great taste is.
Keys Love Jewelry and Keys Cutlery. Keys Love Jewelry, stainless steel jewelry for men and women at affordable pricing, guaranteed to never tarnish or turn. And Keys Cutlery, a cut above the rest, specializing in hunting, camping, fantasy, everyday use, and self-defense equipment for your personal safety. Keys Love Jewelry and Keys Cutlery are both located inside Retro Relics at 2860 Middle Country Road, Lake Grove, New York. That's inside Retro Relics at 2860 Middle Country Road, Lake Grove, New York. Check their websites out at keyslovejewelry.com and keyscutlery.com. That's keyslovejewelry.com and keyscutlery.com. Got a question? Give them a call. 631-379-1781. That's 631-379-1781. Keys Love Jewelry and Keys Cutlery.
All right, we are back right here on the Dan Romano Show. To my right, I got the beautiful Jen Feldy, one of the greatest women and my co-host on the Dan Romano Show. And to my left, because it's different on the screen, on my left, I am blessed with the champion, the champone. How do you say it fancy?
Chapeau.
Champone.
Chapeau.
The one and only Jane Joan, everybody. Very happy to have you here.
She's a winner. She's a 10.
She's a 10.
And a 7.
Thanks
and
to
a
Dino
3.
Lucy.
Dan, can you do math?
This definitely helped
All
the
the numbers.
contest
That's a lot of
help me
numbers.
win.
Jane, I am so proud of what you brought to this table on the first ever Dan Romano Show comedy contest. I'm looking at on the thing. And I could not have hand selected a better person to win that comedy contest.
Well, Dan, I have to thank you because I had just the most wonderful time. Comedy is easy when you enjoy what you're doing and when you're in a room with great people and the energy is high, and especially with the drinks. That
You
always
can't get any more higher than
helps.
that.
And with no alcohol, so you keep your cool and having fun, and I had a great time.
You were so concentrated on that day, the second day. Every time I looked at
The
her,
first day, day I saw it was great.
yeah, but the second day she was there. She was to herself. She was going over her notes, and I observed the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm looking around the room. Everybody's laughing. Everybody's joking. She was concentrating, and she put all her efforts into her performance, and that's what made her take over that victory.
So for comedians watching, what are some tips you can give? Because you're the winner here.
One of the
What
most
did you do?
important tips I can give somebody is to rehearse.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't do
Absolutely.
that.
You need to
definitely.
know.
definitely
You
don't.
need to know your timing.
Yeah.
That
true.
is definitely one of the most important tips I can give anyone, is working on your material, going to open mics, knowing where you're going to get your laughs, and then timing it.
Yep, I agree.
Because if you are in a room and there are professionals there and you're new to it, you want to make sure you respect that room. And you
I love it.
respect the other comedians and the show.
So if you have bad timing, you're not respecting people?
Well, it's not
Not
that.
if you have bad timing. And I'm not only speaking of your timing in with the joke. That helps you win.
Right, definitely.
But it's the timing of how long your set is.
Yeah, like going over time.
Going overtime.
Yeah, that's not okay.
But if you remember, I mean, if you don't have the right timing with your jokes,
yeah,
and
it's
this is right, you're going to get the laughs at the wrong time.
Or
You're
none,
not
or
gonna,
no
or
laughs.
you're not going to get the laughs.
That's
And
right.
then
Or you
what-
look like a fool, basically.
Exactly, and I definitely don't want to look like a fool.
I like to look like a fool.
You-
So that's where we
Well,
differ.
you can get away with it probably a lot easier. Me, I mean, I look like a fool every day, but
I don't know. I like to see someone bomb. That's just what I like. I
Well,
like to see a comedian with bad timing. That's just what I'm into. I got weird kinks. What can I say?
that's all right. It's a
What
good
can I say?
thing, though. But
Yeah.
you got a little fanciness going on about you.
I don't know.
But one thing I have to say about this contest,
But her time was great.
one thing I have to say is, and please agree. Feel free to disagree with what I'm saying if I'm wrong. I tried very hard not to put any pressure on any of the comedians that were at the show.
No pressure.
Was not a bringer show. Oh, now there's a difference in the
no.
comedy world. No, I'm going to be honest.
Okay.
These comedians who do the bringer comedy contest, in my opinion, is a moneymaker. This was for the best comedian to only do, and I hope I brought this to the table with everybody. This was not any pressure on the comedians except to come and try your best to bring this exact best comedy you can bring. And when you put pressure on a comedian to bring a show and put 10 people in the audience, to me that's all bullshit. And I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry. I have never not seen a bringer comedy contest, the person that didn't bring the most people not win. I've never seen it. And it won't exist because it's a business. But that's why I wanted to change the level and say nobody bring nobody. I wanted the best to
Yeah,
shine.
you're right. I won one round. I brought nobody.
Yeah, exactly.
So
And I bet you if you would have went somewhere else and you didn't bring anybody, you wouldn't even be looked at. You wouldn't even be. They'll look at you because you got the cute little face, but they would not take you seriously because they can't make money on your name that day.
True.
That's a fact.
Well, it is
I
business.
tried to alleviate all that stuff. And now, since you won the contest, how's everything been going with that now?
Everything has been going great. We already have another show booked.
Yes.
You've already booked me December
nice.
12th at the Library Cafe.
And you were working with one of the biggest headliners, and I believe you worked with Terry a couple of times, no?
No, never.
Never worked with Terry?
Never.
Oh
So-
my God.
I've seen him.
I love Terry. You are
Terry
working with one of the
Terry
biggest names.
McNeely,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to working with him. I had an interview with Marcus Papadopoulos.
Yes,
which,
yes, that was huge.
Huge, and I have opportunities are starting to open up.
Yeah.
I was approached by one of the women that runs the Italian Cultural Center on Staten
beautiful.
Island.
Great.
I happen to have a relationship with her, and she saw the article, and she wants to set up a comedy night, which
Super great.
Beautiful.
I'm looking forward to that. And that would be on Staten Island. So in that instance, I know I could bring people because that's like my hometown.
Right.
That's my backyard.
Yeah, right,
I
exactly.
could tell. No,
And- could you tell?
The accent,
Could you
the
tell?
accent.
no, you
born-
look like you came from the Library Cafe, not Staten Island. No.
Born and bred in Brooklyn.
yeah.
I live in
Brooklyn,
Staten
girl, I
Island
love
right
it.
My mom is a
now.
librarian, dresses
I gotta
very
get on- I
classy
gotta get
woman.
on.
People love how she dresses. Really
Thank
classy.
you. But, back to the night of the contest, and there was no pressure to bring
That was the whole
anybody.
purpose of me trying to do.
And it was, a matter of fact, I came by myself both nights.
Right.
And the great thing about the contest was the pay-per-view.
Right.
Because I did have friends that wanted to watch. And they were able to do that from their home, in the comfort of their home, and enjoy it in that format.
Which is
no
a
pants
beautiful
on.
thing.
Anything I can watch with no pants.
Yeah.
Great, right?
Yeah, it's true.
So it was the best of both worlds.
Everybody was so impressed with you when I was
Thank
going with
you.
the judges. The judges were, and let me tell you something. The amount that they were all laughing, smiling. I was looking. I try to observe everybody because I'm very new in the comedy world. I am far from a professional at doing my job, but I try to do the best I can, and
Right.
that's my goal. But everybody laughed,
Yep.
smiled.
Yep.
Your timing was superb. You didn't miss. I mean, I looked at all that. I based everybody on the timing. Other people stuttered. Other people forgot to talk into the mic. You hit everything perfectly. I mean, I'd say as perfect as you can be with all the pressure of a pay-per-view, knowing you're
You're
on a
very
pay-per-view.
polished.
Yeah, she was polished. You were the most polished person on that stage. Other people, they missed words. They missed the punchline. They
missed
forgot to look at somebody. Timing to me is trying to catch that one-on-one eye contact with somebody to get that gig. You did it.
Thank you.
You did it, and I could not. I mean, I'm saying to myself, when I saw you, I'm like, please, I hope that these judges are seeing what I do, and I'm happy. And the judges we had, Jason Scoop, Key Fitz, who else was a judge? I'm so shocked. Michelle Astor. She shined like a queen.
Yes.
And she was, let me tell you something, Michelle was very stingy on points.
Really?
She was the most stingy person on points because she's like,
Oh.
I'm only going to give what and that's what I wanted from the judges. And the other one, the big guy, Chris, oh my God, he's going to slap somebody bail me out on the name, guys. Williamson, thank you. It's the last time I ever rely on Jason Scoop to give me a name right now. He didn't even hear what was going on, but him too. I said, Jason, he says, Danny, I ain't giving anybody a point that doesn't deserve that point to be there.
Well, you know, there's a turkey shortage now. There's a lot of shortages going on, so maybe there's a shortage in points.
Yeah, well, all right, I don't know how we got into this conversation.
I don't know.
But we got turkeys and points going on.
Yes.
But I was very proud of each and every judge who came, did their job, and I begged them. And people, I got ridiculed by some people, of course. We all know, and that's part of the nature. And Dan Romano doesn't belong, and Dan Romano's going to run a crappy. I am proud to put my name on this show.
It was great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
wasn't
had a
part of
great
the
time.
Finals, but
Everybody thought my boy was going to win. Art Schill.
Uh-huh.
I got phone calls. Hey, Dan Romano, we know Art Schill is. I said, you know what? If the man deserves to win, he will win.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to take it away from him because somebody is worried about him doing it. I said, whoever deserves to win is going to get the title. There's no if. And how'd you like the big check?
Well, the check was
that was
fabulous. So my first paid.
That was your first big gig?
My
oh my God, I'm so happy about
It
that.
was fabulous. It was,
Yeah.
yes. So that was wonderful to be able to go into a bank and actually cash a check for my comedy, which it was a great feeling. And
But may I do you have any idea how many comedians have to wait months upon months before they get, not to bring a show, a paycheck to be at a comedy place on their own? I like the way you picked up the 10. But to me, that's the biggest accomplishment for any comedian is a paycheck. I mean, would you agree or disagree?
we
By the
all
way,
have
keep
different
doing that
goals.
fan if
We
it's
all have
good.
different goals in life.
Well, yeah,
but
some people
most
don't need
like
the
to
money,
Get paid.
but pay-
my goals are a little different than most. But I have a
That's
question.
why
I have
you-
a question. Can I ask her a question?
Of course,
So, like,
please.
if you could have anything in the comedy world, we'll stick with this topic and not go on a total tangent, which I like
Okay.
to do, but it's Dan's show.
No, you can do whatever you want.
So,
Yeah.
anything in this comedy world, entertainment business, you could have it right now. What's your
Besides
what are
the
your
date
goals?
with
Before
Dan
you die,
Romano.
before you
Besides the
die,
date with me.
What would you
in
like
the
to
comedy
accomplish?
I would love to have my own sitcom.
Your own sitcom.
I love that.
What kind of
Own
sitcom?
It would be about a family and the Italian family, the cooking
Okay.
and what you go through. It's so different now from when I was growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was growing up, it was, your mom was home. She lived from meal to meal to meal.
Yeah.
But nowadays it's not like that because now it's not only is both parents working, but then it's taking the kids to track, taking the
Right.
kids to gymnastics. So it's like you're in the car and you're taking your kids all over, yet you still want to give them a healthy meal, or especially now everything organic or healthy. And
Right.
Right.
so we don't want to just shove McDonald's in their face. Not that McDonald's isn't good, but you would like to give a well-rounded meal,
Of
healthy.
course.
So I would love to show that. I would love
Okay.
to show the coming and goings of a family and intertwine my Italian recipes in there a little bit.
Right.
And,
I love it.
And show that you have, you could have fun with all of that going on.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because most people, that stresses them out.
Right.
And I find that though it can be stressful, all of that you can make fun.
Any
Right.
messages you'd want to tell people? Any takeaways or
The
anything that you think
takeaway.
people should know that you'd like
Stevie
to share?
GB is saying,
What's that, Stevie GB?
I love Stevie GB. I've been getting so much advice from Stevie. talk to me about being a writer on the sitcom.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
And,
He's
and
a
that,
writer.
let me tell
I
you
would
something.
love
That
that.
is one of the most biggest comedians on Long Island right now, Stevie GB.
I would love to talk
And
to
he's
you
an
about
accountant.
that.
Don't ever give him your books. Don't ever, Steve. I'm joking. But don't ever let him get your checkbook because he'll budget it.
Well,
That's
I
what he
already
does.
budget,
All
so
right.
we'd probably get along really well
Oh,
because
Stevie's
that's
one of the best
one
people.
of the things that I did is when I got the check, I put it in my budget so that I
Ah.
knew that I received my check. But I do budget. My son told me about a budgeting app, and so I do budget my money. So we'd probably get along really well.
That's awesome.
And I would love for people to know that they can put a healthy meal on the table in between all of the chaos that's going on in their lives.
Absolutely.
And even with the kids who say, no, I don't want that and I don't want this, we could still make everybody happy.
You hold a gun to their head and go,
Yeah,
"Eat
right.
broccoli," right?
Well, right
You know
now,
what's so funny is that my kids love broccoli
love
now.
I eat a bag a day, and
You eat a
I'm
bag of broccoli then?
two
So,
pound
you know.
2 pound broccoli a day.
Uh,
Right now, we're going to bring in one of the what's the word? The judges.
Oh.
But not you, not yet. Key Fitz, is Key ready? You're going to get Mike right after Key leaves. That's when you're going to get. Key, you ready or you need time? We are going to be putting on right now one of the key judges, and ironically, the word key is used twice. Mr. Key Fitz, everybody, one of the big judges that, Key, I'm sorry about not having a seat for you.
No problem.
Unless you want one of the little ones.
No,
I
I'm
could
good.
stand.
This is
Put the little guy on a little seat. Yeah,
There you go.
that's really brilliant.
All right.
big guy in a little coat right here. This is Key Fitz. Now, Key, I'm going to pick your brain really quick. When you were at this, when you were doing this comedy contest, was anything off the wall during this contest?
Off the wall as far as
Negative.
negative? No, nothing negative whatsoever.
Was there any favoritism of anybody coming into this contest?
Only the people that paid me the most money.
I mean, that was beside the fact.
No, seriously, there was no favoritism. We judged everybody honestly, watched everybody's set and dissected everybody's set thoroughly, and gave
You
everybody the
were
points.
another one that was a little bit stingy on the points, but
Yes.
for
wasn't
right reason.
stingy?
Not stingy, but beyond fair. Beyond fair.
Well, I judged them like I would any other comedian, and I wanted to see how well they held up. I was looking at their originality. I was looking at how well they held themselves on stage, their
Timing.
their timing, their I can't think of the word.
Jokes?
Their butt cheeks?
No, their butt cheeks, yes, absolutely. Well, and from what I understand, the two winners had a really nice set of jokes. I mean,
All right.
Not so much, but listen, I might have dressed well that day.
Yeah, you were fit.
I
But
wish I saw.
overall, on a scale to 1 to 10, and please be fair, 100%, on a scale to 1 to 10, on my first knock, and I don't care, even if it's a 4, would you recommend another contest of this caliber?
oh, 1,000%.
Okay.
I'm going to say a 10 plus.
Yeah.
Wow, that to me, that means a lot. I got a lot of phone calls from people that watched the pay-per-view, and they were like, Danny, we weren't expecting that. We were not expecting a night like that. I can't say every comedian, because I'm not going to point out anything negative.
I just want to point out one factor. and
Please.
This was predicted before the actual contest.
Uh-oh.
This was predicted before the actual contest.
Yes.
That the winners were going to be actually preset.
Yes.
And the winners that they actually predicted did not win.
Yeah. Oh, didn't even come in the final.
Who was predicted to
final
win?
ones.
Right. I'm going to say that. I mean, they were close. Don't get me wrong.
Yes, it
Everybody
was
was very close
yes.
on it because the numbers only varied very little.
Points away.
But by a couple of points at most, they didn't make it. But still, the people out there predicting it are the ones that are number one, your haters.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Right.
I've gotten phone call after phone call after this thing. It's fake. It's fixed. There's no money. There's no contest. It's a ploy. And I'm like, why can't we just be happy? I don't go and try to. I haven't destroyed a person. Have you ever seen me destroy a person's name on any media?
Never.
A person's name.
Never.
Have you ever seen me go after a person directly? Let's say a name John or Billy or Every name I have is a comedian out there, so they're thinking it's them. Majiji, give me a name that doesn't exist in the world. Any name that doesn't
Listen,
exist.
I know
That's
Gigi. He's going to be pissed at you.
Well, but my point is, there's so much going into the comedy world. Everybody laughs at what I'm trying to do. The reason, and the people that laugh are the people that don't want it to be. I am trying to explain to everybody, and if any comedian out there, wow, I fucked up his name. Bobby, give me the phone number to here for somebody to call in again. If anybody wants to battle me and disagree with what I say,
Oh my God.
call me now. 516, go ahead. 945 9099. And this is what I'm going to tell you. Comedy is a job. If in comedy, if you disagree with what I'm saying, you let me know now. If a venue is making money, and if you disagree, please say. If a venue is making money, if a headliner is making money, if a bringer, what's that word? The person who puts it together, what I do.
Producer.
If a producer is making money, shouldn't the comedians whose backs everybody is riding make money
No.
during the show?
Actually, that's what I was taught this weekend.
What were you
I
taught
was
this
taught
weekend?
that whoever does the most work should probably not get paid. I'll leave it at that.
So the promoter shouldn't get money.
Whoever's promoting, whoever's putting things together shouldn't get paid.
Shouldn't get paid.
Yeah.
Is this a joke or is this
No,
serious?
Sure. That's what someone believes.
Is there a name?
There are names.
Huh?
We'll leave them off. But
Okay.
to answer your question, you asked a question. That's what some
Well,
people believe.
but
Some people believe that people should not be paid.
Okay, well, I believe that comedy, if somebody is, and please, if somebody is making money on the comedy, and I'll give you an example. Anybody who knows how to do math, a small room of 50 people
All right,
at
I'm an
$20 each
Okay.
is $1,000 taken in. You're telling me if you sell 50 seats at $1,000, who should get that $1,000? You're telling me out of the $1,000, you can't give a comedian $25, $50 to come, support, open up the doors, invite their friends, and have people there? You can't, out of the $1,000 you're making, you can't give a small portion to somebody who's coming up, giving their gas, their time, their effort. It's a job, my friends. Now, if nobody's
sounds
making
like a
money,
lot. 25
does.
out of 1,000 sounds like a lot.
it's not a lot.
It's not a lot.
But I'm
Nothing.
just saying,
Think about it in this aspect.
Please.
You go to work to make a paycheck.
exactly,
So what are you doing here? You're doing the same thing. You're going to work.
exactly.
What you got to get some sort of payback out of it. A lot of people will promise you exposure. Well, I can do the same thing by flashing myself at the school grounds, but still, exposure is not paying you for doing what you do. You go out nightly to these open mics to polish your sets.
Right.
Those I can
Open
understand.
mics, I understand.
Those I can understand because I hit the open mics to try out new material and,
Right.
and polish it up before I
I
bring it
agree.
up stage. Because when you're getting paid, you're doing a job. So you want to bring your A game to the stage. And the only way you can do that is by doing the open mics.
Open
However-
mics have to exist because that's where the comedians get
Rehearse.
most of their play.
That's where you
However,
get to
you're doing
rehearse.
a show that the promoters are getting paid, the club is getting paid. Why can't the comics bringing their A game get paid?
Exactly.
I mean, ultimately, even if the comics get just a little piece of whatever if they brought 10 people, if they brought 5 people, and they can get a few dollars on each person, they would be more apt to bring more people.
Right,
I
of
mean,
course.
It would be an incentive.
It would be an incentive.
What I'm
without
gonna
a
do,
doubt.
what I'm gonna do in this comedy world, and I'm putting this into play as we speak. Not only do I want to pay the comedians that do a comedy show on a Dan Romano comedy show brand, and you're not liable, you do not have to bring anybody to a show. But if you do have a following, my new plan that I'm going to interject with each and every comedian is going to be as simple as this. You're going to get your paycheck, and if people are there to see you, I'm going to give you a bonus for those people who come to the show and say that they're here to see Jane Joan, or they're here to see Keith Fitz or Jen. I'm going to give you a piece of the money that's coming in as a bonus to your paycheck when you work on a Dan Romano? This is what I'm implementing, and I want you guys and girls' opinion on this.
Absolutely great.
Absolutely great.
That's
I
it.
think it's a
Now,
fabulous
Jen, I know you're
idea.
going to find something negative about this, right?
No,
Are you sure?
no, I was just thinking about what's going on in China.
What the
I
fuck?
just, you
What
know,
is that? What is
thinking
China?
China.
about the world.
All right,
Just
all
thinking
right.
about the future of the world.
She
What does
is.
the price of tea bags in China have to do with this?
Well, it's the
encourage
I'm
comedy.
sorry, I wasn't listening.
We encourage Chinese performers.
I love
We
Chinese
had a
people. I
Chinese
And she
performer.
did
Oh, she
amazing.
was
I
phenomenal.
She
thought,
was great. She was great.
I thought she was gonna.
Yeah,
I thought
she's in California, I believe.
Yeah,
Very
she's
nice.
all over.
Right
She
here.
was-
She's
I
very
met her in
original.
Manhattan the other night.
she
We
thanked
were-
me a million
She's
times.
cool.
She thanked me
She's
a
cool.
million
we,
times.
We were a very diverse crowd. We
Very different style.
Yeah.
Their own
Very
style.
different style. My friends,
Very fun.
we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we're gonna be back right here on the Dan Romano Show after these messages. Are you up there? Is he on?
An opportunity of a lifetime awaits. Join our energetic and determined team in Italian food and beverage, stock symbol IFBC. We are soaring forward and expanding rapidly with our Dino Luzzi energy drink, which many agree by far is the best energy drink on the market. The possibilities are endless with no ceiling. The company's crew is relentless, working 24/7, building a great foundation and creating innovative ideas. With new product coming out right around the corner, now is the time. Become an affiliate. Join IFBC, leaving its competitors in the dust. Italian food and beverage stock symbol IFBC. Keys Love Jewelry and Keys Cutlery. Keys Love Jewelry, stainless steel jewelry for men and women at affordable pricing, guaranteed to never tarnish or turn. And Keys Cutlery, a cut above the rest, specializing in hunting, camping, fantasy, everyday use, and self-defense equipment for your personal safety. Keys Love Jewelry and Keys Cutlery are both located inside Retro Relics at 2860 Middle Country Road, Lake Grove, New York. That's inside Retro Relics at 2860 Middle Country Road, Lake Grove, New York. Check their websites out at keyslovejewelry.com and keyscutlery.com. That's keyslovejewelry.com and keyscutlery.com. Got a question? Give them a call. 631-379-1781. That's 631-379-1781. Keys Love Jewelry and Keys Cutlery.
All right, get in here. All right, guys, we are back right here on the Dan Romano Show. To my left, I got the winner of the Dan Romano Show comedy contest, Jane Joan. And to my right, a newcomer, also a newcomer in the comedy world, who shocked the world, well, shocked a lot of people, not the world, I mean, but a lot of the people in the world were watching. She shocked everybody by winning, not only very close to winning the whole damn thing, but you won the popular vote. How do you feel about that?
Weird. It's overwhelming. I think that's the only time I've ever been considered popular in perhaps my entire life. So.
You have never
Pretty
been
cool.
considered, oh my God.
Nah, not a
Why?
cool thing. Not a cool. I don't know.
You're such a perfect kid. What's the matter with you?
I don't know.
Well, we're going to get into the mind of the one and only. And by the way, this is Janelle Hamster. Did I even mention your name?
It is.
Janelle Hamster, everybody. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
You did it. You were very good.
Thank you so much.
I love the lisp. I don't know where the fuck it came from. I hope you don't mind the cursing.
No,
The lisp is so it's a little thing you got going on. But how do you feel being called a champ?
Great. Yeah, I've really overwhelmed actually. I only started doing comedy very recently, so when I entered the contest, I wasn't expecting to advance. I just wanted to get on stage and see what it was about. So.
And you did a lot of one-on-one stories. Jane did a lot of one-on-one stories, personal opinion, personal
Yes.
lives. Right? Am I right?
Yep.
And I don't want to sound fucked up, but you got a lot of darkness inside.
I do. Yeah.
And that's all right, because the time to bring it to light. And we're going to bring on Jason Scoop in about a minute. Jason, I want you to come. You mic'd?
Yeah.
All right, I want you to come behind us right now.
Okay.
And you're gonna. And by the way, we got a great comedian coming on, very good friend of mine, and one of the key judges, and not to mix up with Keith Fitz, Jason Scooper.
What's going on, America?
Jason gave me a lot of advice in the comedy world. Great young man, good-looking guy. I mean, if I was gay, I would throw him one. Right now, it would probably tickle him, but I'm not. I mean, no offense. I mean, you're cute and everything.
I'm not.
I would be all over you. You
You
kidding
don't
me?
need to be gay nowadays.
Yeah, no, you can be. There's both.
Yeah, there's both.
Let's not keep anything off the table.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a beautiful thing.
Art of the deal.
Now, when you saw, I want your opinion, first of all, on our champ, Jane Jones. What did you think about Jane?
Jane was so, like she said, well rehearsed.
Wait, how much did she pay you before you came on the stage?
$1,000.
Oh my God, 1,000! Jesus Christ!
More than the prize
more
money.
than the prize.
Oh, I have a question for you. Did you actually bring the large check to the bank?
Oh, no, I
No,
didn't.
they wouldn't allow it.
I always wondered about when I would see
Yes.
people
No,
winning
the
the big
large
check on
check
TV.
is
It was
the
made up of Dan
photo.
Romano.
It's a photo op.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was so cool.
But the check was a pretty decent size that
Yeah.
I received.
No,
so.
I was like, I love big checks. Yeah, I was almost jealous. As a judge, I was like, I
Wait,
see
you like big?
wanted a
I'm sorry, big what? Checks. Oh, I must have misunderstood.
But
Jane, you like big things too, or you a small girl?
I'm going to decline to answer that.
Decline. She doesn't like big checks, everybody.
But Jane-
she likes small ones. But go
Jane
ahead.
was great, and like you said, very personal. You know,
Yes,
the industry, they love
absolutely.
personal material. Both of these young ladies, very personal material, and that's what the industry people, they want. Like you mentioned, a sitcom, they want like, okay, Seinfeld, well, oh, you're a comedian? Let's give you a show about being a comedian. Ray Romano, oh, you're a family guy? Let's give you a show about
Hold
a
that
family.
candle.
You know, Frasier, oh, you're gay? Let's give you a show about being gay. I'm kidding, Frasier's not gay.
Frasier,
yeah.
the waitress, the girl in the Frasier was gorgeous.
Daphne
Yeah, Daphne
very
was a
cute.
little dime.
Yeah.
That's the only time I ever watched the show, but please continue.
Yeah, but no, Jane did a great job.
Thank you so much.
You're very
Thank
welcome.
you.
But anyway, yes. And what did you think of this beautiful young lady to my right over here, the one who won the popular vote?
Miss Hamster, very well deserved.
Did you call her this hamster?
Ms.
Is that what he said?
Hamster.
Oh, Miss Hamster. I'm deaf today.
She was great. Also very personal. She
Yes.
talked about, you know, traumatic. She got into the accident, the car, you know, the crash. You know,
Yeah, you implemented everything. It was perfect.
Yeah, no, it was great. Great job.
Thank you.
And how was the host?
The host, oh my goodness.
The host. I was stoned that day. No, I'm joking.
No,
But I think I was. But no, that was
Heather was a sweetheart,
was-
and I have to thank Heather because it was me meeting Heather
that
that brought me
made this
here.
all came here.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, I was going to a memorial service for my cousin's mother-in-law.
This is a true story, by the way.
And I met Heather at an open mic. And she invited me to join a Facebook group, and from the Facebook group, she invited us to, she said, if you're able to join the contest. And then I came to the contest, I met Dan, I met so many nice people, and then I advanced. So it was a really amazing turn of events that brought me here.
Absolutely.
And thank you, Heather. You are fabulous. She's gorgeous, personable.
She is a little dime.
She is a pleasure
Great.
to speak to and be around. Thank you.
One thing I gotta say, Sal Peggs, I love you, brother, and I will be bringing comedy. I got invited to bring comedy to Sal Peggs' restaurant in Jersey. Woo! And the place holds over 100 people, and we will be
Love
bringing
it.
that through your door in the very, very near future. The comedy world, I want you to understand, January 1st, I will be retiring from my restaurant world and entering the realm more of this comedy business.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And my job, again, is very, very simple. To make comedy come back in a different way. Or make comedy come back the way it used to be. Funny.
That's right.
And treat it like a business. Everybody hates this part about me treating the world like a business. And I understand. You know who's coming after me? The ones that really hate me? Are the ones that survive on other kind of shows. And I got nothing against the other kind of shows. I just don't want nothing to do with them. They ask me why I don't do them. I don't want to. I don't want to. There is plenty of money in the comedy business for everybody to get a piece. There's no reason for me to be greedy. There's no reason for me to backstab anybody in this business. There's no reason for me to say, well, I have $1,000 here. Maybe I should just give this person nothing because you didn't bring nobody. And you're going to get $5 on the $25 that they spent, and you're going to get $10 on the $50 that they. To me, it's a jerk-off move. Sorry to use that terminology, but it is. If there's money being made, everybody should get a piece of the pie. That's the way the world goes round. We're in COVID-19, people. People are dying. People are struggling. There's depression everywhere you look. Most of these comedians, and not everybody, especially Jane Jones, because she is a more sophisticated woman. Jen Feldy has her own thing going on. You might fall into this realm that I'm going to talk about. But no, I say that like a joke. But many of these comedians still live in their mother's basement, mother's house. A lot of them renting.
Opioids.
It's not their fault.
A lot of opioids.
COVID-19 backed up everybody. And a lot of people are depressed. A lot of people are hurting. And why not find a way to make them happy? If comedy brings...
You know what?
Yeah.
Even the haters and losers, as low and dumb as they are, they can still redeem themselves by tuning into the Dan Romano
There you
show.
go. There you go.
Still hope.
As you notice, I have people who hate me. And you see their names pop up on my show. And the reason it pops up is because they look and they don't realize that, oh shit, he could see me. and they look like idiots because they're like,
hiding in plain sight.
Right, exactly.
In plain sight.
They're idiots. I voluntarily ask you to call. I said it. Call. Let me know what you, tell me. I got a phone call, and I'm not going to say the name. I got a phone call from a comedian. Why are you paying this comedian? This comedian sucks. Who the fuck are you to determine what somebody else should make on their job? It doesn't make sense. Well, I would never pay this comedian because that comedian is the bottom of the barrel, and we only use him or her when we can't fill up a show or when they can bring 3 people. Why not treat comedy like human beings, comedians like human beings? Let them have a run. Let them decide what they want to do. You can do bringer shows. Listen, bringer shows to me is a failure in the comedy world. It's a gimmick for very few to make money on the backs of other people. And the sad part is, and if any comedian out there disagrees, you make more money on other people's failure. Think about it. You're supposed to bring 5, you only brought 4. Instead now, out of the $100 that the person's going to collect, if you would have brought one more person, you would have made $25. But because you didn't bring the 5, and it's not even the bringer's fault. It's your fault for saying, yeah, I'm stupid to do that show. I'm an idiot to do that show. I'm desperate to do that show. Now you bring in 4 people instead of 5, and that extra $20 that would have came to you stays in that person's pocket. It's a jerk-off move. Sorry to say that terminology. Me, why not go back to the basics? I'm a promoter. It's my job to fill up that audience. It's my job to make sure that I could fill it up to the best of my ability for the comedians to come and do what I call their job. Comedy is a job. And I know this burns a lot of people's assholes out there. I know right now you're puckering. You're like, what the fuck? Sorry to curse. But what the hell's going on here? I understand. Why is Dan Romano going to ruin my stick? What do the Jewish people say? Stick? Stick. I got a lot of Jewish friends. I'm trying to learn the terminology. And I understand that. I'm not trying to hurt you bringers, but maybe change your way. Instead of putting, if you have 100, they do the math. 50 people, 20. Let's do a cheap show, $20 a ticket. It's $1,000. If you can't fucking share $1,000 with people that they're the reason why those people are there, then something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. And for you comedians to keep working for free, and then you want to know what your worth is when you work for free? Your fucking worth is a 0. Your worth is a 0. And those are the people that are going to continue living in your mother's fucking basement or living on your mother's fucking couch making dick money. And then when somebody like me comes along and says, let me give you an opportunity to make some fucking money, you know what it is? They don't know how to act. Because they never had it.
Yeah.
They're dumbfounded. They're like, but I survive on the fucking ringer couch, and that's how I make a fucking $1. No, you get skeeved for a fucking show.
There's a whole word for it. It's called they're institutionalized.
Oh, that's jail.
Yeah.
No, I know about that one.
Well,
Bringers is
I think that we've been very blessed to work with you, Dan. we should look at the future.
Yes, I
Look
love
at
it.
the
That's what I
shows.
want.
You got 2 shows coming up.
But we're gonna
December
talk about
2nd,
that.
Jane Jones.
December 12th, I'm going to be
Well,
on
right now I'm
that
gonna
ticket.
do a quick plug-in for the show, and you tell me about this lineup. On December 2nd, at a brand new place called McCain's Pub, that thank God gave me the contract to bring shows as much as I want to McCain's Pub, in 5590 Merrick Road in Massapequa. You know what that is?
Yes.
You ever been there?
No.
You're not an alcoholic? Oh, we'll talk about that. I love this kid. And on this card, and I'm going to mess up his name, so if I mess it up, help me. Headliner, the one and only Eric Tattaglione.
Yes.
Perfect.
I got it right?
Perfect.
All right.
Woo!
Tugboat Manny. Tugboat Manny is, in my opinion, is a headliner anywhere he goes. And he's a rated PG comedian. Me and him don't mix. We're like oil and water. But when we're together, we have the best time of our lives. On top of that, we got the one and only big man, comedian, very good friend of mine from the Bronx. And I'm in a movie with him called Good Friday. What's his name? Pat Marone. Pat Marone. Very, very funny man. On top of that, I got Frank Fiella, who you probably see him on that commercial with the lawyers all the time. I forgot the name of the lawyer, but I ain't doing the plug-in for him. They don't pay me. And we're missing somebody. We are missing somebody.
See how long it takes them to get.
Janelle Hamster, everybody. You didn't even know I missed you.
No, I didn't.
You did. You were waiting. I was trying to look at your
I've
face.
been waiting to see when you get there.
Now, Janelle, this is a killer lineup in I think in any comedian's opinion. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah,
Yes.
1000%. I can
Looks
attest
good.
to that.
I mean,
1
are you
million.
are you at least happy that you got this?
Yes.
And,
I'm very happy.
are you aware that you're getting paid?
I gathered from.
The pay,
Before
from you put it together the pieces.
I did. I put
This
the
is,
pieces
you know,
together.
and she
I'm a lawyer.
and she got this, and she got the contract for it. I can't believe it. Now, what do you feel about that? I mean, are you excited? I mean, what do you have any? Do you have any emotions in your body?
Doesn't seem like it, huh? No.
No, I mean,
I'm
I would love it. I don't know nothing about you. You're like a turtle. You go in your fucking shell and you go there for a while, and that's normal. You know, because some kids, that's what they do.
That's
Well,
really
how old are you?
relatable.
How old
I'm
are you,
like
25?
I'm 30.
30 years old, not married. Oh man, we have to have a talk. I'll get you somebody. But go ahead, please. Please.
I'm very excited.
I can see. I can
It's
tell. I love
humbling.
it. No.
It's humbling. It's my
But
first.
that's a big lineup.
That's
Now,
why.
if anybody wants tickets to that show, 516-756, and don't call now, because I'm not there. 516-756-2753. That show I think is already more than 3/4 sold out. Now, December 12th, we have a place at the Library Cafe in Farmingdale Village that asked me to please bring comedy back. The last comedy we did, I forgot, we had Funny as Fuck Females, which was over the top. Heather Lehman, Vanessa Hollingshead, and
Janice Massetti.
Janice Massetti. Janice was on. It was an unbelievable show. 3 beautiful women knocked it out of the park, and now I have two other beautiful women, and a major headliner. First, we got Donna Moran, who did an amazing job in our comedy contest, and on top of that, I got the beautiful, the winner of my comedy contest, Jane Jones, and that's gonna be, that's what I wanted. That's what I'm gonna see. And to top it all off, I got the one and only Terry fucking McNeely to fill that stage. This is gonna be a night of comedy. People are calling me, fuck, you got Terry again? How the fuck did you get Terry? Terry is traveling all over the world. He literally is, not all over the world, but all over, he's in Pittsburgh.
United
I didn't even know,
States of America.
Yeah, that's the one. But I didn't even know Pittsburgh I didn't even know Pittsburgh was allowed to have comedy. I had no idea.
Yeah.
You know, I thought it like they
There's
limit
a
you.
couple.
But we are going to be adding a couple of more people to this show, and we will make that announcement in a little bit. And I am very, very overwhelmed. Now, what I'm going to ask right now is I am going to ask you to come on this show, and I'm going to ask you, if you're capable, to come on her show. And you don't have to let me know now,
Yeah.
but if you could, that would be fucking great, because, you know, this is advertising.
Yeah. I'm okay on December 2nd. You got me.
I like your chances. I gotta look at my calendar, but
The fuck does that mean? You got plans? All right.
we'll see.
Oh, you need time?
No, I'll check my calendar. I'll probably be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we just added, and on the show on December 12th, I am adding. Jen, you're going to be around? Jen will not be on that show.
I'll be on the 2nd.
The 2nd?
Yep.
We got a lot of comedians. All right. Jen Feldy will help run the Dan Romano.
On the flyer.
She's on the flyer.
I didn't say your name.
I don't care. Yeah. No.
Jen Feldy is on. This is what happens when you smoke the good stuff.
Yeah.
And you know the Northern Lights.
care.
It was growing in my yard. I took it out. I smoked a little boof. And Jen Feldy is on the show. I'm shot.
I don't have to be.
I want you on the show.
Okay, okay.
You.
I'm coming then.
But
I can
did I
also
miss
do-
your name? Did I really miss your name?
I think so.
You did.
I think so.
I saw
And nobody
it
called
there.
me? I'm sorry.
You were on a
I
roll.
can come back in February. And
Jen is on the show, and I was going to surprise her to invite her on the show, but I'm shot.
well,
Okay. Jen Feldy is, so it is, again, December 2nd, Tugboat Manny, Janelle Hamster, Pat Marone, Jen Feldy, Frank Fiella, and Eric Tartaglione. It is a major, major killer lineup on this show. And soon we are going to have the re-announcement of Keith Fitz's show, which I am going to be asking you to be part of.
Oh.
Okay?
Nice.
And Keith Fitz, we're gonna have that date for you next week on the Dan Romano show. We got a lot going on. Please, everybody, accept my apology. I just got off work. I am retiring from my restaurant on December 31st. I am getting numerous.
Got the date.
You want to say it?
January 23rd.
January 23rd. We are here. We're gonna have Keith Fitz's. Keith Fitz will be headlining his own show right here on Strong Island Television, and it will be a pay-per-view. And we just put on my boy Jason Scoop to that show. And girls, I don't do this, but I am going to invite both of you on that show, if you can make it. I know, you have to check your calendar. But mark it down. And you too. You're going to be... no.
January 23rd.
January 20... And Jen, you're going to co-host it. You're going to run it.
Okay.
Jen Feldy will... I said her name right? I fuck up at names. Listen, I was told before I learned Ma.
Name.
You know, that's what happens when you're Italian. No good?
No, call me whatever you want. I don't care. I don't care about names.
You sexy little thing.
I don't care.
You're a little dime. Look at you.
Thank you.
Jen is not just here for her looks. She's got one of the smartest girls that I know. She is intelligent, beautiful, smart, funny, Oh, by the way, another big news. I am going to be working with, I got so much fucking going on. I am going to be working with, next week, the creator from Gender Bender. Do you know what that is? Gender Bender?
I've heard of it.
That is the movie with, you guys know Chris Roach?
Yeah.
That movie is with Chris Roach. And me, Chris, and Terry McNeely will be on set in a movie, and Angel Salazar from Scarface, and Joey Catalano. We are going to be all in a scene together. Thank you to me, because I got them both on the movie. They are going to be in a movie with called Good Friday with Sauronella, and there's going to be so many other unbelievable talent coming to this. We got the Artie Pasquale from Goodfellas, from the all the mafia movies. Artie, this is going to be an overwhelming thing. And if any of you girls want to play a prostitute, I have another movie coming up. If anybody wants to do that,
My calling.
huh?
My calling.
Well, it's a paid gig.
Yeah, no.
Really. And next week on the Dan Romano Show, I got the one and only Richard Lampoon.
Ooh,
right here
nice.
on the Dan Romano Show, the creator and master of Gender Bender, the movie. Right now you can see it on Amazon Prime. Guys, we're running a little bit low on time. If you want to see Dan Romano's movies right now on Amazon Prime, go to Amazon Prime. The Streets 1, The Streets 2, and it's spelled $TREETZ, and then put a number 2. I played the head of the mafia. I won Best Actor of the Year award, which I'm very honored about. And you can also catch me on Moth. Matters of the Heart right now. 3 movies at the same fucking time on Amazon Prime. I'm very honored about that.
Woo!
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, Dan.
I might not look like a lot, but I do have a little bit of talent when the lights are on. My friends, God bless you all. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Jane Jones.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you so much,
Everyone.
Janelle
Thank you.
Hampton. Thank
Take
you,
care.
Keith Fitz. Jason Scoop. Jen. Jen, where are you? Jen, say goodbye to your fans. This beautiful girl, she's a dime. Look at her. Her eyes are hypnotic. Her eyes could put you to sleep just looking at them. And who the hell would want to sleep if you had her in the bed? It's amazing. She'll make you sleep. Guys, goodbye. Key, get in here, Key. The one and only Key
Thanks.
Fitz.
Thanks,
Dino
Dino
Luzzi.
Luzzi. Thanks,
Ken, you
Dino.
beautiful girl.
Thank you.
Isn't she so beautiful? Isn't she beautiful? My girls, 3 comedy fucking nights, all because of a Dan Romano comedy show. Key, give the plug in really quick, the date.
The date, January 23rd, right here at Paradise Studios.
516-756-2753 for tickets. We're going to sell that out. And both of these beautiful girls are on that show. And welcome, girls. You're going to be on another pay-per-view show. Pay-per-view is the way to fucking go.
Woo! That's the way.
Come
Thanks,
down, get
Dan.
your tickets before they sell out.
All right. And we are out of here.
Bye-bye.
That was a little weird show.